We've talked about the hypothesis, which is more like a high-level opinion that a consultant has. We've talked about the issue tree or framework, which is a system to break down the hypothesis into conditions that make it true. You can think of it as problem structuring as well. Then we need to talk about the drill down analysis, which is the third tool in the toolbox. The drill down analysis is when you go from the hypothesis, which is the top, and then drill down through each condition and each sub-condition to check whether it is true. You're essentially trying to prove or disprove each condition of the hypothesis. The drill down analysis is really important because, as you already know, the hypothesis can only be true when all the conditions and sub-conditions are true. So the drill down analysis is a way we take each branch individually to verify that this is true before moving to the next branch. It's like a systematic way of going through your issue tree. Victor writes that when you do a drill down analysis properly, you reach a logical dead end. That is a point at which you have clearly proven all conditions within a branch and can logically conclude that a particular branch of your argument is valid. On the flip side, a logical dead end also exists when you have proven that a particular branch is false and invalid. Now, when you prove it false and invalid, you essentially have, or effectively have, disproven your hypothesis, and therefore you must consider a new hypothesis. So this goes back to the point I made earlier that the hypothesis usually goes through an iterative process. You have to sometimes revise or adjust, or sometimes just even discard and recreate your hypothesis based on your findings when you drill down through the issue tree. So you see how connected it is? So you think, I'm using so again. Essentially, a variation of so. In the drill down analysis, you are eliminating. You're eliminating the branches to either prove that this branch is logical and it meets the criteria for proving the hypothesis true, or eliminating this branch as invalid and therefore affecting the hypothesis. Victor writes that you do this over and over all day long in both consulting and case interviews, drilling down, pulling up and revising the hypothesis, restructuring the issue tree, drilling down again, lather, rinse, repeat. He also writes that the process of elimination approach ends once you've proven every branch of your issue tree and can logically conclude that your most recent hypothesis must be valid. The final tool in this toolbox is synthesis. Synthesis is when you bring all your points together and state your conclusion in a way that tells the client what to do, tells the client what you discovered and what it means, and couches your recommendation in the context of the overall business, not just in the single decision that the client asked you to assess. I'm going to describe this properly in the next video.